So today we're on our way to Shirakawa-Go, and they reported that it's going to be sunny and 18 degrees.
Join us as we dive headfirst into a never-ending series of absurdly long mountain tunnels through Gifu Prefecture. Hidden beyond these subterranean highways lies the region's unique UNESCO treasures, probably overlooked by tourists because, well, they tapped out after Tunnel 12 and went straight to the nearest vending machine. But it's totally worth it. These sites are like finding a secret treasure, if the treasure was ancient, quiet, and really good at hiding.
We've driven into bright sunshine. If you ever find yourself stuck in fog, the answer is to drive into
a tunnel.
Yeah, that's at least 2 days long, and then you might pop out somewhere sunny. But we have, woo!
High in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture, Takayama and its nearby villages feel like places where time took a deep breath and then decided to take a nice long nap. The gassho-zukuri farmhouses, so named because their steep thatched roofs look like hands pressed in prayer, aren't just for show. These bad boys were designed to survive the kind of snowfall that makes lesser buildings cry. Think of them as the ultimate nature-proofed A-frames, perfected over centuries. These villages are part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and each has its own personality, where the past doesn't just linger, it practically pulls up a chair and offers you a cup of tea. Ogimachi is the rock star of the three historic villages. Biggest, most famous, and constantly swarmed by adoring fans, aka tourists with cameras. Its postcard-perfect landscape of thatched-roof farmhouses backed by forested mountains is basically Japan's version of a fairy tale. Some of these homes have stood for over 250 years thanks to their steeply sloped roofs, which aren't just for aesthetics. They're designed to let snow slide right off instead of crushing the place like an ill-fated gingerbread house. But here's the catch. Ogimachi is popular. Like, oh wow, I didn't realize I was on a group tour popular. If the idea of being herded through narrow streets alongside a sea of matching hats and selfie sticks doesn't appeal to you, visit in the early morning or during the off-season when the village is much calmer and photobomb free. If you really want to escape the tour bus chaos, just sneak across the river to the gassho-zukuri Minkai Outdoor Museum. It's like Ogimachi, but without the crowd congestion. Established in 1972, this open-air museum features over 25 traditional gassho-zukuri houses carefully relocated to save them from destruction, including 9 designated as important cultural properties, to provide an authentic glimpse into the lives of the region's inhabitants. The bonus? You can actually go inside multiple farmhouses. Many of the buildings are open for exploration, allowing visitors to see the old hearths, wooden tools, and artifacts used in traditional mountain life, which is a lot easier than awkwardly peeking through a window in the main village. What struck us was the attention to detail in the reconstruction of these buildings. As you wander through the museum, you'll encounter remarkable examples of gassho-zukuri architecture, which beautifully reflects the ingenuity and adaptability of the local people. The museum is not just about viewing, it's an interactive experience. Throughout the year, visitors can engage in hands-on activities such as soba noodle making and straw crafting, and even how these farmhouses were used for silkworm farming. Spoiler, not as weird as it sounds. That's bigger than most apartments we've lived in.
Yeah,
Oh, what a beautiful spot. What is that supposed to be?
That's the dog.
Not sure what that is, but I don't think it's a swan. Looks It's more like an angry dragon is what it looks like, with antlers. Like a Vulcan, separate these two fingers. There you go. Yep.
This one's going to be a good one.
Hey, that does look like a dog. No, he's sticking his tongue out. That's just the life of nightmares, that is. I'm not sure what's happening exactly.
What's the date today?
The 27th of November.
I don't want to give any secrets away, but in about a month's time, what's it going to be?
Christmas.
And who needs a sleigh?
Santa.
Where do you think he keeps it?
Ta-da!
I mean, he's been doing a bit of wood collecting, but that's a turnpike bunny's first. We found Santa's sleigh.
In Japan.
Yeah, that's where he keeps it. You're welcome.
We're heading back to number 10 because somebody said we did it when I don't think we did. Oh, closed in winter. Oh, it's 7 degrees and all the leaves have fallen off, but there's no snow. So technically it's not winter. Dave going across the big rocks. Is he going to make it?
Shut up.
You know, there was another bridge you could have taken over there, the big log thing.
So if people lost their houses due to fire, they would put them up in this one temporarily while they're rebuilding their other house.
Oh. Come early to avoid the tour bus crush and bring thick, non-slippy socks. Back over the wooden beam we go. Well, I go because Dave's too chicken. In essence, the Outdoor Museum is a captivating journey into Japan's past, inviting you to explore and appreciate the beauty and craftsmanship of rural life in Shirakawa-Go. Suganuma is like Ogimachi's introverted sibling, smaller, quieter, and not as desperate for attention. Surrounded by majestic mountains that rise up to 1,500 meters and nestled in a picturesque valley along the Sho River, it's smaller and quieter than its more famous counterparts, with only 9 gassho-zukuri houses. This little village offers a much more relaxed experience. Instead of fighting for the perfect photo spot, you can actually enjoy the view, letting you take your time and fully immerse yourself in the village's unique vibe. Strolling through its narrow streets, you'll discover a place where history is still very much alive, with many homes doubling as museums that showcase the charm of rural Japan.
It's a night kimono called a yogi, used as a futon which when important guests came to stay over up until the beginning of the Showa period.
So you would wear it and sleep in it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool. Look how thick the thing is. These are cow sandals. What truly sets Suganuma apart is its stunning autumn scenery. As the leaves change, the entire village is bathed in vibrant reds and oranges, creating a picturesque backdrop for the traditional houses. Whether you're there for a quiet stroll or just to take in the scenery, Suganuma is the perfect place to slow down, enjoy nature's beauty, and experience the essence of rural Japan. If Ogimachi is the celebrity and Suganuma is the quiet artist, Ainokura is the off-grid wilderness expert who just wants to live a peaceful life in the mountains. It's the most remote and least commercialized of the 3 villages, making it perfect for those who want to experience gassho-zukuri architecture without dodging crowds. This viewpoint 120 meters and there's a little bear drawn underneath it. Slow down there, tiger. With around 20 beautifully preserved thatched-roof farmhouses, Ainokura offers an authentic glimpse into traditional rural life. Ainokura feels lived in because, surprise, it actually is. Many homes are still private residences, and some have even been turned into cozy little inns where you can stay overnight. Others house museums showcasing everything from washi paper making to the village's history of silkworm farming. Would you like to try washi paper making in a gassho-style house? 10 minutes. 700 yen. Yes, I would love to try that. had an unforgettable experience trying my hand at washi papermaking, and I have to say it was one I will not soon forget.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
It is amazing.
You made paper.
Magic.
Weirdly, there's something very satisfying about making your own paper. I made paper. Walking through the village's quiet paths, visitors can see firsthand how generations have adapted to life in this remote setting. Whether you're exploring fascinating museums that showcase local history or simply enjoying the peaceful surroundings, Ainokura is a delightful destination that invites you to relax and connect with Japan's rich cultural heritage. Hida Folk Village in Takayama is like a perfectly preserved time capsule, except you get to walk through it instead of just staring at it in a museum. A historical wonderland where over 30 traditional buildings, including gassho-zukuri farmhouses, have been saved, restored, and arranged like a perfectly curated Instagram feed. Inside, you'll find displays of traditional tools that look like they belong in an anime training montage. You can peek inside most of the houses, where life-size displays bring the past to life, making you appreciate how resourceful people were before IKEA. Spoiler, a lot. But it's not just about looking. Hida Folk Village is hands-on.
So here we have Ula trying a Edo game puzzle where she has to complete the cubic puzzle before the torrential rain downpours. Just over there it comes. It says on the back that these are normally completed by a 5-year-old in 20 seconds.
Stop it.
You might want to make a cup of tea at this point. Maybe write your will, read Lord of the Rings. We'll be back shortly.
I'm almost there. I got one more piece left. Oh, darn it. Ta-da!
Well done. What was that, 6 minutes? Who's our insurance with? Don't walk too quickly on them.
Some children doing this. This is for kids and I'm too heavy, that's why.
Should I take a seat?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the brolly's fault. Otherwise, you'd have been off and away.
Almost managed a full second. Oh, I'd like to see you try.
It's just not so.
Children play it. Uh-huh. Wow, you're so awesome at this. Yes. Dave's going to attempt to spin a top.
Around 3 times, wind the string around the bottom claw. 1, 2, 3.
This is going well. It's like a yo-yo.
Get ready for some serious...
Jesus, I gotta step out of the way here. You've just let the string go. One leg forward.
Did I wipe somebody out?
Did you know that this site was once a forgotten corner of Takayama, left abandoned and neglected for decades? It wasn't until a group of passionate locals banded together to restore these buildings that the site was reborn. Today, it's a testament to the power of community and cultural heritage that makes up this stunning corner of Japan. Takayama's Old Town is one of those places that just gets you the moment you step into its streets. The dark wooden buildings, the Norin curtains swaying over shop entrances, the smell of Hida beef skewers sizzling on the grill, it's a full-on sensory experience that immediately makes you want to slow down and just be there. Duck into the side streets, where you'll find hidden cafes, handmade ceramics, and traditional sweets that will have you questioning why you didn't live here permanently. Sanmachi Suji is the liveliest stretch, lined with old merchant houses, sake breweries, and family-run shops. Just try not to get too distracted by all the free sake tastings. Or do, no judgment. Pro tip, go early or late in the day to avoid the midday tourist rush and get that peaceful just you and the street vibe. As we explored this captivating region, we discovered that Takayama and the surrounding villages are a treasure trove of cultural heritage. They're living, breathing windows into Japan's past, boasting unique and fascinating sites that are often overlooked. We were lucky enough to experience these incredible spots, but now we want to hear from you. What's your favorite hidden gem in Takayama? Have any questions about these incredible UNESCO sites? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're craving more Japanese travel adventures, be sure to check out our other videos. We've got plenty more to share.